There are many great libraries with great numbers of books about our Christian heritage in Europe. Stories of men like Augustine of Hippo, John Wycliffe, Martin Luther, John Wesley, and Charles Spurgeon. Resources also abound with the history of those who helped establish the church in America: Roger Williams, Jonathan Edwards, George Whitefield, and Luther Rice. But tucked away in the quiet town of Graceville is a rich treasure for Baptists in Florida. It may be our best kept secret until now. The Florida Baptist Historical Society was established in 1894 to collect and preserve the rich heritage of God at work in the state through Baptist pastors and laypeople. The collection is prolific, more than 2,000 biographies, as well as monographs, research papers, sermons, artifacts, photographs, and minutes of the Florida Baptist State Convention meetings as far back as 1860. A wealth of material to show us where we have been and where we are headed.
And also, I wanted to show you.
Here is where you'll learn the amazing story of Louise Cecilia Fleming. Born into slavery in 1862, just as the Civil War broke out, Louise became the first African-American woman to attend the Women's Medical College of Philadelphia. Armed with her degree in medicine, and now Dr. Fleming, she was commissioned to be a Baptist missionary to the Congo, modern-day Zaire. Contracting sleeping sickness after only 3 years, she returned to the U.S. to recuperate, but died at home in 1899.
Here is where you'll read about our Baptist ministry to Native Americans, including the Seminole Indians. Tribal members were among the first students to attend newly founded Florida Baptist Institute, now the Baptist College of Florida. Of those new students, the first to enroll was former medicine man Josie Billy, who traveled around the state of Florida to preach the gospel.
During World War II, 88 Southern Baptist missionaries were captured by the Japanese, including Florida's own Rufus Gray, born in Titusville. While on mission in the Philippines, Rufus, his wife Marion, and their 3-month-old son, Billy, were imprisoned by the Japanese in 1941. Within 3 months, Rufus died at the hands of his captors during a brutal interrogation. His family was freed by American soldiers 3 years later.
And time fails us for the many other stories there are to tell. Of Kedar Hawthorne, who traveled 3,000 miles of the Panhandle on horseback in 1840, baptizing 106 people and founding the Yellow River Baptist Church in Okaloosa County. Of Sea Captain Charles Lewis, who left Connecticut for Key West and then proclaimed the gospel door to door and held a baptism service there on Christmas Day in 1842. The Florida Baptist Historical Society, a treasured resource for homeschoolers and public school or college students, pastors and lay leaders, and anyone interested in a great story. More than 200 years of Baptist men and women living out the gospel and creating your story, the story of God at work in the frontier known as Florida.